Hi friends, welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is all about your next or your current significant relationship. This reading is for you whether you are single, in a relationship, or somewhere in between. This is a general reading, so simply take what resonates and leave what does not. These readings are always meant to empower you. If you would like to check out my podcast, my online shop, or e-course, check out the links in my description. Now, if you are new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to pick the pile that you are the most intuitively drawn to. So we do have pile 1 here with the turtle card and the Selenite crystal. We have pile 2 here with the hummingbird and the Flint crystal. We have pile 3 here with the crab card and the Sunstone crystal. Then we have pile 4 here with the apple card and the rose quartz crystal. You can choose one pile, you can choose more than one, or you can choose all of them. It's up to you. But when you are ready and you've chosen your pile, please go to the timestamp that is linked to your pile in the description of this video, and then you can skip ahead to your reading. Thank you so much for letting me read to you. I will see you on the inside, and I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Hi pile 1, welcome to your general reading. Just a reminder that if you would like to explore my podcast, my online shop, or e-courses, please check out the links in my description. I will also link all of the decks from today's cards in the description as well. Now let's dive in. Okay, so pile 1, the first card that you have is the 8 of Cups. You also have Wolverine, Fierceness. You have Moon, Perception. You got Longevity, Chrysanthemum. And then you have Spend Quality Time Together, Listen and Talk to Each Other. Deepening. Also have a mood boost card, and this one says I'm proud of you. And then you have your turtle card that you chose in the beginning of this reading. So let's talk about the 8 of Cups here. So with the 8 of Cups, this card represents an emotional transition and a journey of self-discovery within the context of relationships. So it suggests that maybe you might be contemplating walking away from something that no longer serves your emotional well-being. If you're single or somewhere in between, there could have been a situation where you felt like you had to walk away from something that wasn't serving your highest good in order to get to where you are currently. This could represent you leaving behind the drama of yesterday and walking into better horizons in your next relationship. Now, if you are in a relationship already, this could represent you and your partner leaving behind the things that don't serve the both of you and your relationship. So whether this is things like jealousy or controlling behavior or lack of trust or whatever it may be, this could suggest that maybe you all are leaving behind some emotional baggage and moving into new horizons with each other. Now, you might find that both you and your partner are in a phase of personal development, and your relationship, maybe you feel the need to evolve your relationship in order to accommodate these changes that are going on with the both of you. Either way, whether you're single or in a relationship, this card encourages you to take some time to do some introspection and take some time to, find deeper fulfillment within your relationships, right? The one with yourself, the one with, the next or current significant relationship in your life. Now, in that context of your next or current significant relationship, the 8 of Cups could also indicate that you and your partner might be seeking a higher level of emotional satisfaction, or maybe like a more meaningful connection with one another. So it's definitely, like I mentioned earlier, a time to go within, to do some introspection, and to understand what truly fulfills you emotionally. This card doesn't necessarily imply a negative outcome, but it's rather a transformative one, right? Where you may need to let go of certain aspects of a relationship or the things that you've been through to make room for personal growth and a more fulfilling connection. The Eight of Cups signifies a journey of self-discovery and a need to explore deeper emotional fulfillment. This card really does encourage you to walk away from situations or dynamics that no longer serve your emotional well-being. And it doesn't necessarily imply the end, right? It doesn't imply an end to a relationship, but again, rather this transformation or reevaluation of its dynamics. So ultimately, the Eight of Cups suggests that you're going to be on this journey toward greater emotional authenticity and fulfillment. And this is just a reminder to listen to your inner self and understand your emotional needs and be willing to make changes to find deeper satisfaction in either your next or current significant relationship. For those of you who are interested in personal development, things like spirituality, learning more about yourself, all things introspection, I do have a podcast called That's Deep Podcast. I have it linked for you below in the description. Definitely check it out if you're interested in learning more about personality types. I talk about Myers-Briggs personality types, the Enneagram. I talk about different zodiac signs, and I also talk about things like learning more about your astrology, your birth chart, so many things that can help you understand yourself at a better level so that you can go ahead and advocate for your needs and what you want. And it can help you to understand others better too. So check it out. That's Deep Podcast. It's available on all major podcast platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that jazz. So check it out. The next card that I want to talk about here is Fierceness, Wolverine. So with this card, we do have this element of passionate connection. So I think that there could be fierceness in the relationship in terms of how passionate and intense this relationship between you and your partner could be. Maybe your emotions could run deep and both individuals could approach the relationship with a strong sense of energy and enthusiasm. I do feel like courage and boldness is going to be huge here. I feel like you and your partner are going to have like this fearless attitude where you can tackle challenges head on. And I think that this is going to be a really beautiful dynamic and a very invigorating relationship. Now, I feel like with this fierce energy of Wolverine, maybe your communication style could be very direct, assertive, expressive, right? Maybe you or your partner will openly express their feelings and desires and expectations. Maybe things are going to be communicated in a clear and straightforward manner. I also feel like with this fierceness comes a fierce loyalty, right? And a deep commitment and a deep devotion to one another. I feel like you and your partner are going to have no problem with prioritizing the well-being and the happiness of one another and the relationship. Now, trust and reliability go hand in hand with loyalty. So I feel like your partner is going to be someone that you can count on. Trust is going to be a fundamental aspect of your connection. I definitely think that you're going to be able to enjoy security and dependability in your relationship. I feel like your partner is going to stand by your side during challenges. They're going to give you this unwavering support and encouragement that you so deeply deserve. Really just, I feel this like unity and teamwork between either like you and your partner, your current partner if you're in a relationship, or for those of you who are single, your next significant relationship, you're going to find this. So overall, I definitely think this relationship is going to be characterized by that fierce, intense, passionate energy, and it's going to be built on this foundation of trust and commitment. So let's dive into the Moon card. The Moon represents intuition and sensitivity. So your relationship could be marked by a strong intuitive connection where both you and your partner can understand each other's emotions without like explicit communication, right? Like, have you ever just like been able to communicate with someone by just like looking at them and like, with like certain nonverbal types of communication, you can really like, what each other's thinking, or like you are on the same wavelength in some way. So yeah. The moon is also associated with the mysterious and the unconscious. So I feel like your relationship may have layers of depth that go beyond the surface. I think that this relationship has the potential for both you and your partner to explore the hidden aspects of yourselves and each other. Now, the moon is also linked to emotions and cycles. So, you know, maybe this relationship is one that can weather the highs and lows, right? Kind of mirroring the waxing and waning of the moon. I definitely think there's a heightened awareness here, a heightened perception. And this is really cool because then we can have a little bit more of a heightened awareness of each other's needs and desires, right? And kind of the nuances of one another. And I think that this idea of perception, this involves seeing beyond the surface and understanding one another on a deeper level. So I do think that your relationship is going to be marked by empathy and compassion, and it's really going to be this safe space where you can emotionally express yourself. Now, the moon here, it is also associated with dreams. And perception in the relationship could involve like understanding each other's dreams and aspirations. I think that your partner is going to be very supportive of your dreams, and you're going to be very supportive of your partner's dreams. I definitely think that there's going to be a shared sense of support in pursuing individual and collective goals, right, within your relationship. So yeah, I definitely think like with the themes of the moon in this relationship, it's going to be a very intuitive, like deeply intuitive, mysterious, and emotionally rich relationship, which is hard to come by nowadays sometimes. Well, I don't want to say it's hard to come by because it's all what you believe, but at least in my current reality, right, sometimes I feel like it can be hard to come across relationships of that depth, right? So yeah, I definitely think that this is a really great relationship, whether this is your next relationship or your current relationship. If your current relationship doesn't feel like all of this just yet, just know that it has the potential to feel this way. Now, I always say there's an exception, and I should have said this in the beginning, but a disclaimer here is that this is just information. You don't have to do anything with this information in this reading. Only you will know whether a relationship either is aligned for you or not, whether it's meant for you or not. So you have free will, just a reminder, but you knew that already, just wanted to say it. So the next card that we have here is longevity, and this one says chrysanthemum. We do have the sign of Scorpio here, and you know, this could be one of your signs in your birth chart, this could be one of the other person's signs, or it could just be the energy at play here. And Scorpio is a very passionate, determined, mysterious, resilient, resourceful, and loyal sign. They're very independent and charismatic and sensual, so this could all be themes that you see within this relationship. But with this card, I feel like your relationship, this significant relationship, is going to be able to have this timeless bond, right? It's going to be this commitment to a love that lasts, right? A love that endures, and a connection that stands the test of time. So I do think that both partners will see this relationship as a lifelong journey that's marked by both stability and longevity. I feel like your relationship may also involve a commitment to working through challenges, growing together, and patiently nurturing the bond to ensure that it lasts, right, with strength. So definitely this relationship, I see you both building a future together, making long-term plans. Maybe you guys are invested on creating a life that extends far into the future with shared goals and this beautiful vision for like a lasting connection. The chrysanthemum is also associated with things like love and devotion. So I definitely think that this relationship for you is going to be very loving. This person's going to be very devoted to you. You're going to be very devoted to them. And I think that your relationship could be characterized by this really deep and sincere love, where both of you know how to express, you know, your admiration and your commitment to one another. Chrysanthemum, it's also a symbol of beauty in different cultures. So I think that you and your partner are going to have a very beautiful relationship. I also think that they think that you are very beautiful, or maybe you think this person is very beautiful, but there's this element of beauty. I do also feel like, and yeah, just overall, this is a relationship that is going to stand the test of time. It's going to be very beautiful. It's going to be filled with sincere love and appreciation for one another. And I just think that, yeah, this is going to be such a fabulous relationship. So the next card that we have here is spend quality time together. This one says listen and talk to each other. So with this card, I feel like if we talk about a relationship that is centered around the themes of spending quality time together and actively listening and talking to each other, this is likely going to be a relationship that's very rich in communication and understanding and shared experiences. So I think that, you know, whether it's enjoying hobbies or exploring new places or simply just being present with each other, I think that you are going to focus on creating meaningful moments together. And now it's not just about the amount of time spent together, but the quality of that time. So I think you are going to be prioritizing making each moment count. And I think that you're really going to have this close, intimate connection. Now, I think that maybe you all are going to be taking the time to truly understand each other's thoughts and feelings and perspectives, like we spoke about with the moon. This is really going to foster open and honest conversations between you two. But yes, I feel like this is a relationship where you're going to feel heard, you're going to feel validated, and, you know, I feel like you're going to offer support during both like the joyful and the challenging moments within a relationship, right? So yes, I definitely think this is a relationship where you both have like this mutual growth, right? You also support each other's dreams, like I mentioned before. We've got like the big moon in this card and then another moon here. So we also got the sun too. So I feel like the sun and the moon, right, they're kind of like opposites, counterparts, but they also work together in the sky as well. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you know your sun sign and your partner's moon sign, or those are going to be very significant placements in terms of like the way that your relationship pans out. So yes. The next card that I want to talk about is deepening. So with this card, I feel like we mentioned before that you're going to have a very deep connection with this person. You're going to be having this very intimate connection, right? It's going to feel very close. Like it's almost going to be like this person and you, like you all know each other a lot better than other people do, right? So again, I think that this is a relationship that is going to deepen over a long span of time too. Like if you think your relationship is deep in the beginning, well, watch what it's going to be like 30 years later, because the depth is going to keep growing and it's going to be something that's really positive for you and your relationship. We also have the I am proud of you card. So this one says, say these words out loud. I am proud of you. Now notice what comes up for you. Can you accept those words as truth? How does your body respond? I'm proud of you is a sentence we all need to hear and one that we struggle with to receive. Tell yourself that you're proud as a celebration of a job well done. Say it as a reminder when the going gets tough. Repeat those words even when they don't feel true. Get used to hearing and saying that sentence. You're allowed to be proud of yourself. I love that. I'm going to say that one more time. You are allowed to be proud of yourself. So that's just like a little prompt for introspection for you, pile one. We also have the turtle card here. So I'm really feeling like slow and steady wins the race here. I think that, again, this is a relationship that's going to stand the test of time, right? It's not going to just be like this quick crash and burn type of relationship. It's going to be one that actually lasts. And then on the back of this card, it says, smile, breathe, and go slowly. Oh, yeah, I really think you guys are going to be enjoying the journey together. You're not going to be rushing through things. You're just going to be simply enjoying and allowing your relationship to evolve naturally over time. So this is super duper beautiful. I'm going to use my Mastery of Love deck. Let's see what other information you might need to know for your highest and best good today. Okay, so we've got, you are the force that is life. Wow. I really think that this relationship is going to be filled with a lot of vitality and brightness and energy because you are the force, right? You're going to feel like almost like the sun to your partner, right? You're going to be this warm, positive, like source of energy to them. You are the force that is life. Okay, next thing I want to do here is I want to roll some astro dice so that I can get more information for you about your next or your current significant relationship. So what does pile 1 need to know about their next or their current significant relationship? So we have Scorpio in the 9th house. So the 9th house here is associated with things like higher education, philosophy, travel, and spirituality. So if you're single, maybe you're going to meet your next significant relationship in one of these spheres. If you're in a current relationship, maybe you have already met your partner through one of these avenues, or these could be themes, like upcoming themes for you in your relationship. Like maybe your partner goes back to college, right, and pursues higher education, or maybe you both decide that you're going to travel together, right? Or maybe you both love talking about different philosophies. It all just depends on what resonates with you in your situation. But when Scorpio is in the 9th house, it could indicate intensity and a depth in matters related to these themes. So your future or your current relationship might involve a deep exploration of shared beliefs, philosophies, and a mutual interest in expanding your horizons. Again, this relationship could be marked by that like intensity and that passion that we spoke about earlier with the Wolverine card. And Scorpio is also associated with those themes. So thank you so much, pile 1. Please give this video a like if it resonates. Comment below with what pile you chose. I love to chat with you all in the comments. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you back on the next reading. I have a pick a card playlist on my channel with a ton of pick a cards from a ton of different categories and topics, so definitely check it out if you're interested. But if you can't this time, I will see you back on the next reading. Bye, pile 1. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your general reading. If you would like to explore my podcast, my online shop, or e-courses, please check out the links in my description. All of the decks from today's cards will also be linked for you in the description as well. Now let's dive in. Okay, so pile 2. The first card that you have here is the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles. Next card we have here is Polar Bear, and this one says Ancestors. We have Neptune, Vision. You also have Success, Peppermint. You've got Do Something for Someone, Give Your Attention to Another. We also have Your Path. We have Alternate Reality. And then we have the Hummingbird card that you chose in the beginning of your reading. Let's talk about the King of Coins. So this one is the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles represents stability, financial success, and a grounded approach to life. So when it comes to your next or current significant relationship, this card suggests that your partner is going to embody qualities of responsibility, of reliability, of practicality. Also, this card is related to earth signs. So maybe your next or current significant relationship, maybe they have some important earth sign placements in their birth chart. Maybe you do. Maybe this is just the energy at play here. In a romantic context, the King of Pentacles could indicate that your partner or potential partner is someone who's very dependable and provides a sense of security. So I feel like your partner may have a strong work ethic and a focus on building a stable and comfortable life. This person is probably very committed and loyal and willing to invest time and effort into the relationship. Financially, the King of Pentacles signifies financial security and responsible management of one's resources. So I feel like your partner could be successful in their career, or they have the potential to do so, and they have the potential to really contribute to a stable and comfortable lifestyle for the both of you. Now, on a personal level, the King of Pentacles encourages you to approach your relationship with a practical mindset. It's really time to build that strong foundation and work towards long-term goals and appreciate the security and support that your partner brings to the relationship, right? So overall, the King of Pentacles suggests a relationship that's really characterized by stability and practicality and a focus on building a secure and prosperous future together. Now, I think that, again, this could be like an earth sign or someone who's just very practical and down to earth. But your partner or potential partner, I feel like they're very grounded, they're very sensible, and they know how to focus on the tangible aspects of life. I really do think that your partner is going to be your provider and your protector. In your relationship, this could manifest as someone who takes care of the practical matters, really making sure that both of you feel secure and supported. With the King of Pentacles here, I also notice that there's a theme of long-term commitment. So this relationship is going to be one that lasts, right? So I think that your significant relationship is going to, again, involve a very strong foundation and a mutual desire to have this stability that endures, right? Also, the King of Pentacles is associated with success in the material realm, so I think that your partner or you could have a strong focus on their career or business endeavors, and I think that both of you are going to be very supportive of one another. And overall, this also symbolizes a very nurturing environment, right? So while the King is very practical and focused on material success, there's also this element of nurturing. So your partner, they can definitely create a comfortable and nurturing environment where emotional and physical needs are met. So this is super exciting. We also have ancestors, polar bear. So with this card, I'm feeling like this is a relationship that has the themes of, right, ancestors and like the energy of the polar bear spirit or symbolism. And this is all related to things like heritage and strength and resilience and a connection to nature. So I think that both you and your partner, I think that you're both the type of people that would value like lessons and wisdom that was passed down through generations. And I think that you guys really are going to be incorporating these values into the relationship. I think that your relationship could also involve celebrating and preserving certain cultural traditions, maybe creating a sense of continuity with the past, right? Now, I also feel like your relationship could benefit from the insights gained from experiences and teachings who came before. So like maybe, you have like an aunt in your family who has been through similar things as you and could really give you some good advice on relationships or how to, right? Like maybe you've got a parent that was married for 30 years and they give you all of their valuable insights on what they did to have a happy and flourishing and long-lasting relationship, right? So yeah, again, I think that there's a lot of strength in this relationships because the polar bear is a symbol of strength and resilience. So I do think that those themes are going to be key in your relationship. I do think that you both are here with courage and support for one another in times of, highs and lows, right? Now, polar bears, they're also known for their adaptability to harsh environments. So this could also indicate like this willingness to adapt and navigate changes together, really ensuring that your bond remains strong. And then polar bears are also known to be really independent, right? So I think that there's going to be this beautiful space for you to have your own independence in your relationship and for your partner to have their own independence, in personal space. I do feel like there's this theme of like nature being your teacher. So I feel like maybe your relationship will draw inspiration from nature or the natural world. Maybe you'll see it as a teacher and guide, right? Maybe you'll see things as like, you go through seasons together. It's important to stay grounded. There's definitely this harmonious blend of tradition and being adaptable, and I think that both you and your partner really deep wisdom from the past and apply it to the success of your relationship. We also have Neptune vision. So I think that with this card, you're gonna have this like blend of like imagination and spirituality and this shared sense of purpose, right? I think that your relationship could have this very dreamy and romantic atmosphere where both partners are drawn to like the magical and ethereal aspects of life. Neptune is also linked to spirituality and the realms that are not seen. So I do think that your relationship could involve a shared interest in spiritual exploration, whether that's through meditation or shared beliefs or a connection to something greater than yourself. In your relationship, I feel like both of you are going to have a deep understanding of each other's emotions and a willingness to support each other through challenges. I also think that your relationship could involve you guys in aligning your individual visions for your future and working together to achieve common goals. And with a combination of Neptune and vision, it also suggests this really cool blend of like creative expression and spiritual exploration. So maybe your relationship could involve artistic pursuits or imaginative endeavors or kind of the shared appreciation for beauty. I also feel like with Neptune's like mystical influence, I do think that this is a relationship where both partners can navigate both like the ethereal and the grounded aspects of life and kind of find this harmonious balance between the two. In this relationship, I feel like there's a sense of purpose, there's a shared journey towards something greater, and this is driven by a vision that both of you will hold for your lives together. Now, again, I think that both of you are going to share a spiritual connection. You're going to be having this creativity in your relationship, and you're really going to be aligning your visions to, have that manifest in the future and have it be successful. Now, I love that the success or peppermint card comes right after this. You're definitely on your way to having a successful relationship. And the zodiac sign associated with peppermint is Libra. So this could be a sign of yours or the other person, or this is just the energy at play here. And Libra traits include this very strong sense of fairness and justice, a love for harmony and balance, and this diplomatic and sociable nature. I really think that this is going to be a relationship where both you and your partner share ambitious goals and aspirations. I think that you're going to be working together to achieve individual and mutual success. And I also feel like your relationship is going to have this very supportive dynamic where both of you encourage each other's personal and professional growth. I really feel like you all are going to be celebrating achievements together. I think that both of you are going to accomplish a lot together, and there's going to be this mutual pride in each other's achievements. Also, when I think about peppermint, I think about how refreshing it is, right? It refreshes your energy. It's very vibrant. So I think that your relationship is going to have a very lively and energizing quality to it, where both of you bring this sense of enthusiasm and renewal to the relationship. Now, peppermint is also associated with things like clarity. So I think that both of you and your partner are going to have clear and open communication so that both of you can understand each other's goals and vision for success. I do think that your relationship will involve the creation of joyful moments, whether this is through spending time together, having shared experiences, or just simply appreciating the small moments together. I do think that maybe you all are going to be experiencing things like renewed perspectives, mutual growth, but I do think that this relationship is really characterized by things like having shared ambitions, having shared goals, having mutual support, and this really like refreshing energy, right? I think that both of you are going to be very successful, both you and your partner. And so you're just going to enjoy this beautiful shared journey together. We have do something for someone. This one says give your attention to another. So with this one, there's a couple different things here. Like, I think this relationship is just going to be full of acts of kindness, right? I think that this relationship feels very generous as well. So the relationship really is going to genuinely have this feeling of like the enjoyment of like sharing and giving to one another, right? This is a relationship where active listening comes in. I think that this is going to emphasize the importance of active listening and showing genuine interest in one another, really giving each other undivided attention. And I think that this is going to foster a deeper emotional connection and understanding between you and this significant relationship. So yeah, this card definitely is full of empathy. I think that both you and your partner will prioritize each other's perspectives, and you're going to create a supportive and emotionally rich connection. So this is really great, right? You've got someone who's very practically and tangibly supportive, but also very emotionally supportive as well. The word reciprocity keeps coming up, so I think that there's going to be this very reciprocal dynamic, right? It's going to feel like an equal energy exchange where you both contribute to each other's well-being and personal growth. I think that your relationship is going to make a positive impact on the lives of one another, right, within your relationship. So I think that both of you are going to be prioritizing selfless acts, really fostering a positive and supportive environment that extends beyond the relationship itself. So super duper exciting. We also have your path. So with this one, my first thought was like, for those of you who are single, I think like the more that you align with your path and your divine plan is when you're going to be meeting those people who are in alignment with you, right? So for example, say you were a big drinker in the past and now you're not. So I think that when you go ahead and decide, okay, I'm going to align myself a little bit more, align my life, I'm going to place myself in social settings that don't necessarily have a lot of heavy drinking in it. Maybe I'm going to be going down to the tennis courts and, playing tennis on the weekends. And maybe you find somebody that's more aligned with your path, if you know what I mean. We also have the alternate reality card here. So this one says, what if? You've probably asked this question while gazing through the rearview mirror of your life. What if you'd said yes? What if you'd said no? Pose this question to yourself while looking forward. Imagine 3 alternate realities, your future, guided by the question, what if? The size of your what if is up to you. Questions could range from what if I moved to a different country to what if I unplugged for one day every week. Get caught up in possibility. I love this. I think that the possibilities are endless for you in your relationship. I think that the more that you go through your own personal growth and as you change, things are going to align a lot more perfectly with you in terms of your love life and your relationship, whether you are single or in a relationship. So yeah, don't be afraid to explore the what ifs. We also have this hummingbird card here. Let's get more insights from our animal power book. So we have hummingbird here. Let's get more info from hummingbird spirit. So hummingbird, the themes here are joy, sweetness of life, nature, awe, flowers, building or redecorating, infinity, and rainbow. So these could all be themes for you and your next or current significant relationship. When to work with hummingbird spirit: when you want to awaken more joy, when you want to be present to life's miracles, when you want to see beauty everywhere, when you want to release feelings of bitterness or resentment, when you want to have a happy home, when you need to be reminded you live in a world of infinite possibilities. I love that. Again, I feel like we were just talking about how this is going to be a time where you're going to be exploring a bunch of different possibilities. You're going to be exploring your what ifs, right? I think your vision is only going to keep expanding and expanding in a very positive way. Now on the back of this card, it says, beauty is a nectar which intoxicates the soul. Ooh, immediately I feel like you're very intoxicating to your partner. You really pull them in. You're very alluring. So they're very, very drawn to you, drawn to your beauty, drawn to your energy. And yes, so the next thing I want to do here is I would love to get a Mastery of Love card for you here. Get any additional information that you might need to know, and you've got 2. So let's see. You've got, you can live in heaven right now. Ooh, again, the possibilities are endless, right? If you're waiting to have like more money, or if you're waiting to have a better job, or to lose weight, or to be in a relationship, to be able to feel like you are living a successful life already, you just need to know that you can decide that for yourself now, right? You can be in that energy right now. How would you feel if you already had everything you already desired? Maybe you would feel a feeling of love and abundance. Maybe you would feel a feeling of strength and power. Those are feelings that you can tap into now, right? You can live in heaven right now. And this one says, love and accept yourself just the way you are. Yeah, unconditional love. I really do feel like this relationship, no matter what you look like, what you, all the quirks that you feel like might kind of turn other people away, just know that in this significant relationship, they're going to accept you for who you are, right? They're going to accept you for all the good things, all the flaws, just everything. This relationship is very accepting, which is beautiful. We're also going to get some information from our Astro dice to get more information about what this person is like, okay? So what is this person like in terms of pile 2's next or current significant relationship? So we've got Aquarius in the 12th house. So in astrology, the 12th house is associated with hidden strengths, limitations, and areas of self-discovery. So with the energy of Aquarius in the 12th house, I feel like this person has a subconscious mind that is very like forward thinking. They have progressive ideas, and they have this desire for uniqueness. I also think that this person has like a lot of humanitarian and altruistic tendencies. So I do think that this person could have like a deep-seated desire to contribute to the well-being of the world. You know, I think this person is a little unconventional. Maybe they have, maybe the person here have dreams that involve futuristic scenarios or social change or community-oriented visions, but their inner world could be a place where they explore very unconventional ideas and possibilities, which I think is cool because we've got vision, we've got alternate reality. So I feel like this is a very innovative relationship. Like both of you remind me of like inventors or scientists that are really creating positive futuristic change that will benefit everybody. I also think that there's this element of like spiritual exploration and like independent spiritual exploration. So maybe both of you make room for like each other's spiritual journeys, knowing that you're both on your own divine path and having respect for that and not really messing with each other's journeys or, you know, judging it. You're just accepting, right? Loving and accepting each other for who you really are. But yeah, I do feel like in terms of your relationship, wouldn't be surprised if both of you were open at least to things that are like metaphysical or spiritual, or kind of outside of like traditional or mainstream beliefs. So thank you so much, pile 2. Please give this video a like if it resonates. Comment below with what pile you chose. I love to chat with you all in the comments. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you here. Take care of yourself. I would love to see you on the next video after this. I have a playlist with a ton of pick-a-cards from a bunch of different topics like love, money, personal growth, blessings, a bunch of different topics. So dive in. There's a ton of videos for you to watch. If not this time, I will see you back on the next reading. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your general reading. If you would like to explore my podcast, my online shop, or my e-courses, please check out the links in my description. All of the decks from today's cards will also be linked for you in the description as well. Now let's dive in. Okay, so pile 3. The first card that you have here is the Queen of Swords. You also have Dog, Companionship. We have Virgo, Digest. And then we have Continuance, Apple. You also have New Love, Embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospects, or spiritual growth. Humility. You have Look Back at It. And you have your crab card that you chose in the beginning of the reading. So with the Queen of Swords here, this represents things like intellect, clarity, independence, all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to relationships, getting this card could indicate a significant connection with someone who embodies these qualities. In terms of like intellectual connection, the Queen of Swords talks about having a strong emphasis on intellectual compatibility. So maybe your partner or your potential partner may value communication and logic and mental stimulation. Maybe you do. I also think that, you know, you or your partner could have a strong sense of self and really encourage, you know, maybe you'll both encourage one another to maintain your own identity through the relationship, because the Queen of Swords definitely talks about things like independence. Another thing here is clear communication. So communication is really key with the Queen of Swords. I feel like either, you know, you or your partner in this relationship, you know, whether this is a current partner or a future partner, you guys are going to value like the art of being able to express yourselves with clarity and honesty. So I think that you're going to be in a relationship that's very open and straightforward, and, you know, in a relationship that communication is truly valued. In terms of your next or current significant relationship, I feel like your partner might approach challenges in a very rational manner where they seek practical solutions and rely on clear thinking. The Queen of Swords is also super resilient and strong. So in your relationship, this could manifest as a partner who faces challenges with courage and strength and encourages you to do the same. Another thing with the Queen of Swords that I think about is high standards. So maybe there are going to be like high standards and expectations for both yourself and for the relationship. I think that this is a relationship where both parties strive for excellence and really expect this certain level of commitment and dedication. And then just with the Queen of Swords, it's all about being objective and you know, with that comes emotional detachment. So the Queen of Swords, you know, is very strong intellectually, but there could be a tendency towards emotional detachment. So I think that in this relationship, you're going to find a balance between logic and like the way you can express your emotions in the relationship. But yeah, all in all, the Queen of Swords really does suggest this relationship that is characterized by things like intellectual communication and clear communication and independence, right? I do think that your partner will bring strength and resilience and high standards to the relationship. So this is going to encourage growth and this beautiful mutual understanding. The next card that we have here is Dog, and it says companionship. So with this card, a relationship with the themes of like compassion, companionship, or kind of like the messages from dog spirit, I'm really feeling the themes of loyalty and friendship and having a deep bond that's very warm and supportive. I do think that you are going to have a partnership that is very dedicated to standing by each other through life's journey, right? There's definitely going to be this mutual support. I think that both you and your partner are going to provide emotional and mental and practical support, and this really is going to create this strong foundation for shared experiences. I really feel like this is a fun relationship too. Like I do feel like whether this is going to be your next relationship or your current one, like this one, it sounds like it's going to be a relationship that is really rooted in friendship. Like you guys are truly friends. You truly enjoy each other's company. Maybe you have some shared hobbies or shared interests. But yeah, I do feel like you're just going to be laughing a lot. Like, and there's just going to be this beautiful sense of like camaraderie and this very like deep emotional connection. So I'm really loving this connection. Pile 3. Again, dogs, they symbolize loyalty. So again, commitment, devotion, loyalty, those are going to be big hallmarks of your relationship. I do think that this is a relationship that is also marked by like unconditional love, right? Because dogs are known for their unconditional love. And so I think that you both are going to accept each other wholeheartedly. Now, I do also feel like, just piggybacking off of the topic of friendship too, this relationship feels very playful and joyous, right? So I do think that your connection with this person is going to involve a lot of moments of fun, spontaneity, and like really shared enjoyment, and just overall like this beautiful quality of companionship. Now, I do think that for some of you here, you are going to be building a home with this person. I do think that you're going to create a space together where both partners feel a sense of belonging and comfort. I do also think that, you know, there's going to be this element of teamwork in this relationship where you share responsibilities, you embrace the present moment, and you just really appreciate each other for who you truly are. So yeah, I do think that this is all really exciting. So the next card that I want to talk about here is Virgo, or Digest. So I do feel like there's going to be this like connection that really feels practical. Maybe there's going to be this element of like having attention to detail and really focusing on maintaining harmony in everyday life. So the sign of Virgo is known for their, you know, very meticulous approach to detail. So I do feel like maybe this relationship could have a shared appreciation for precision and thoroughness, whether this is in things like communication or planning or going through daily routines. Also, I think about the idea of like a practical approach, because Virgos are very practical, they're grounded, they're earth signs. So maybe the relationship would benefit from like a down-to-earth approach, maybe focusing on practical solutions to challenges and really taking on this like realistic view of your shared goals, right? I also do think that Virgos tend to be pretty analytical thinkers. So maybe like in this relationship, you guys are going to be seeking like rational solutions. Now, Virgo also has a connection to health. So maybe this relationship has a shared interest in health or staying healthy or maintaining a certain level of wellness. But I do also think this also has to do with like having a balanced lifestyle, right? So maybe you both find this harmony between work and personal life and your shared activities, and making sure that both of you feel nourished and fulfilled. Now, the combination of Virgo and the word digest, I'm thinking about like a blend of like efficiency and order within the relationship. So again, maybe you and your partner can appreciate like the well-organized and structured environments, right? That really contribute to like your calm and stability. I do think that this relationship will involve you both taking the time to care for each other's well-being and really ensuring that both partners do feel nurtured and supported. So yeah, I do think that this relationship is going to be very well balanced. Maybe this is going to be a very organized relationship with a lot of like efficiency and mutual care. So very exciting. We also have the continuance card, and this one says Apple. So the zodiac sign associated with Apple is Leo. So this could be a sign of yours in your birth chart. This could be one of the other, you know, the other person's, one of their signs in their birth chart, or this is just the energy at play here. And Leo as a sign is very charismatic. They're confident, and they have this very natural flair for leadership and creativity, and even this like desire to shine in the spotlight. So I think that your connection is going to be characterized by things like longevity and growth, and really having that sweetness of shared experiences. I do think this is a connection that's going to be an enduring one. It's going to last a long time. It's going to, you know, I think it's going to, I keep hearing like standing the test of time. Like you're really, this is, you know, your next or current significant relationship. Like this could be someone that you're connected with for the rest of your life, right? It just depends on your situation. But, yeah, I do think that like the word continuance, it suggests that your relationship will be able to persevere through challenges, right? You're going to be able to overcome obstacles together and really foster this strength and endurance in the face of any sort of adversity that comes your way, right? You're really going to be focusing on building a future together. Maybe you're going to have a shared vision for the future, right? Where you both actively contribute to build a life that really extends over time. And it's really marked by these things like mutual growth and shared experiences. Apple also symbolizes things like sweetness and enjoyment. So again, your relationship is going to be very sweet, joyous, like laughter. Like think about just having the sense of delight in each other's company. Now, the apple can also be thought of as like something that's associated with knowledge and understanding, right? Like back in the day, you would bring your teacher an apple as a gift. So yeah, in your relationship, definitely think there's going to be this emphasis on learning and understanding each other. Again, a very intellectual, like very highly intellectual relationship, but also one that's balanced with emotional growth. So yeah, I do think that this is going to be a very abundant relationship. apples are also associated with abundance, and so your experiences and your relationship is going to feel very rich. And yeah, let's dive into the new love card here. So this one says, embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospects, or for spiritual growth. So this relationship feels very fresh. You know, this feels like romantic beginnings and having a shared journey of, you know, personal and spiritual development. So I do think that your relationship is definitely going to feel like it brings up a sense of like novelty and discovery and really having this joy in exploring the potential of this newfound connection. Now, I also think that you and either your next or current significant relationship, you're going to experience that sense of happiness. You know, I think that that sense of exploration and discovery, right? Maybe you're going to explore each other's personalities and interests and, you know, the deeper side of each other. I definitely think in your relationship, you're going to be on a journey of discovery and balance and having this mutual support as you really explore these possibilities of love and growth together. So, when we talk about humility, we're talking about like the virtue of being able to recognize one's limitations, right? And really acknowledging how others can contribute and maintaining this openness to learning and growth, right? So I do feel like this relationship is going to incorporate humility into it, right? Like I do think that having humility, it really fosters that open communication that I was talking about earlier in your relationship. I think that when you bring humility into the relationship, you are able to listen actively and consider, you know, each other's perspectives and engage in dialogue that feels constructive. Now, I think humility also brings in this sense of mutual respect, right? So I think that you'll, even if you have different opinions or ideas, you still have this mutual respect for each other's opinions and values and feelings. I think about this like with my husband right now. We couldn't be more opposite. Like most of our opinions are like complete opposites. Yet we both hold space, right? We hold space for each other's values and opinions and thoughts and feelings, even if they feel quite different than ours, right? Because it doesn't make us wrong. It doesn't make the other person wrong. It just means that we are able to hold space for two different realities that people are living in. So yeah, mutual respect. I think this really will help to grow like emotional intimacy as well. Really, it'll also bring in a lot of gratitude and appreciation. So very, very good. We also have look back at it. So this one says, you've come a long way. Sometimes growth is so incremental that you barely realize it's happening. Mentally bring yourself back to where it all began, especially when you're feeling stuck or discouraged. A little reflection can highlight your progress. The task that's challenging you today probably isn't the same one that tripped you up a few years ago. The goal that's taking a little extra effort might have seemed completely unattainable in the past. When you see how far you've come, you start to believe that you can do it again. Keep growing. Keep going, keep growing. I love that. Definitely, yeah. Take the time to acknowledge how far you've come, pile 3. Because if you look back, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you know that you are so much further in terms of your path, right, than where you were before. So we also have crab here. It's the card that you chose in the beginning of the reading. When I see this, I think of the sign of Cancer. So I do think that this relationship is going to be very nurturing, very protective. It's going to have this like shared sense of like intuition and flow. But yeah, it does feel like a very deep, connective, like very intimate relationship. Now, on the back, it says, to unpathed waters, undreamed shores. To unpathed waters, undreamed shores. Yeah. So again, I feel like this is connected to like this new love, right? It's you exploring these depths with either your current or next significant relationship, right? It's you building deeper bonds with this person. So I like that. I love it. I love it. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to get a Mastery of Love card for you. What is pile 3's Mastery of Love card. Okay, so this one says you are responsible for your own happiness. Yeah, I definitely think, like, again, this brings up what we were talking about, which is individual growth, right? Mutual respect for individual journeys, individual growth. I think that this is a relationship that is going to acknowledge that you both are responsible for your own happiness and that you both bring yourselves together to complement one another and each other's lives. So yes, next thing I want to do here is I want to get some roll some astro dice to get more information all about your next or current significant relationship. So we've got Aries in the 12th house. So as far as getting more details on either what your next significant relationship, what that person's going to be like, or what your current relationship, like what that person could evolve into, these are some of, I'll share some characteristics as far as like Aries in the 12th house goes. So this person, I feel like they have a lot of inner drive and ambition. Aries is really known for being assertive and independent and having this desire to lead. So I do think that this person will either have this strong inner drive and ambition that really influences their motivations, or that's something that they're going to develop. Now, I think that they're really bringing in this warrior spirit, right? Aries is symbolized by the ram. And so I do feel like they have this like hidden fiery determination and courage that really motivates them when they're facing challenges and obstacles. That theme of new beginnings are coming up again because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and it is associated with new beginnings. And so maybe, you know, this is going to be the fresh start, right? Or this is going to be kind of the relationship that really takes on this pioneering spirit and really challenges the status quo in terms of embodying what a divine connection and a wonderful relationship could really look like. So yes, thank you so much, pile 3. Please give this video a like if it resonates, comment below with what pile you chose, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of this community. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you back on the next video after this. I do have a playlist full of pick-a-card readings from different topics: love, career, money, all that fun stuff, personal growth. So check it out. If not this time, I will see you next time. Bye, pile 3. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your general reading. If you'd like to explore my podcast, my online shop, e-courses, or services, check out the links in my description. All of the decks from today's cards will also be linked for you in the description as well. Now let's dive in. Okay, so pile 4. The first card that you have here is the Hermit. You also have Work, Beaver. You have the 12th house, Introspection. You also have Positivity, Marigold. You have Spiritual Connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. You have Divine Abundance. Mood Boost card here says give yourself credit. And then you have this Apple card. So let's talk about the Hermit card. So the Hermit card here, this represents things like introspection, solitude, and seeking inner wisdom. So in terms of like your next or current significant relationship, it could mean that this comes about through a period of like self-discovery or personal growth, or having a relationship with someone who embodies the qualities of the Hermit. So the Hermit really does suggest on, the Hermit really does focus on individual journeys and personal development. So, you know, it could indicate that either you or your next or current significant relationship partner, they're going to be going through a period of self-discovery, seeking deeper meaning, or maybe really going through this introspection. Now, the Hermit also represents things like wisdom and guidance. So maybe your partner will bring in this wisdom and guidance into the relationship that really encourages shared growth. Now, your significant other or potential partner may have more of like an introspective nature. Maybe they value moments of solitude and having alone time where they can self-reflect and reset and recharge. Maybe your partner is more of an introvert, or maybe you are. This could reflect either one of your energy. But I think that this is a relationship where both of you will have the space to explore your inner world, right? I do think that this is going to be a spiritual connection. We do have spiritual connection down here too, but the Hermit is associated with spiritual pursuits. So I don't know if your partner, you know, next or current, if they have like a spiritual or philosophical side. I do think that your partner will probably approach the relationship with careful consideration, taking the time to like really understand themselves and you on a deeper level. Really this deep desire for personal growth and self-discovery. So if you are really interested in things like that, I do have a podcast called the That's Deep Podcast, and I talk about everything to do with introspection and self-discovery, personality types, astrology, really getting to know yourself from the inside out so that, you know, you can improve your career and your life and your relationships and all of that. So I have that linked for you in the description if you're interested in taking a listen. But yeah, back to the Hermit. I do think that your partner is going to possess a very strong sense of self and encourage you to lean into your inner strength as well during challenging times. I think that this relationship is going to involve this mutual exchange of knowledge. I think that each of you are going to contribute to each other's personal and spiritual growth. I definitely think that your relationship is going to be a time for personal growth and exploring the deeper aspects of life and the self within that context of your relationship. Now we have work or Beaver. So for some of you, if you're single, you know, you could meet your next significant relationship. You could meet that person at work or something in matters related to work. If you are currently in a relationship, maybe you met them at work, maybe you're putting in a lot of work into your relationship to make it better. This, you know, take it as you will. This is a general reading, but that's just some stuff that's coming up. But yeah, when I think about this card too, I do think that your relationship is going to involve supporting each other's professional endeavors while also working together to achieve common objectives. So I do feel like maybe work could play a significant role in the relationship. Maybe this is going to require like effective time management to balance like in terms of professional responsibilities and personal commitment. So there could be like a shared sense of a very strong work ethic too. Like that's something else I'm getting. But I do think this is a relationship where both of you value hard work, diligence, dedication. I do think that this is a relationship where you both are going to be supporting each other's ambitions. I think that you both are going to actively contribute to the growth and success of your relationship. This feels like a very productive environment. And yeah, this just feels really, really positive, pile 4. So I want to get more information from our Animal Power book. I'll link this for you in the description as well. But let's get more information from Beaver Spirit. So this one says, nighttime, builder, at home, teeth, teamwork, dreams, close family, and open-mindedness. So this could be some themes within your relationship. This one says when to work with me, and it says when you want to build something strong, when you want healthy relationships and team dynamics, when you want to go after your dreams, when you want a happy home, when you want to balance work and play, and when you want to get out of your own way. Interesting. So Beaver Spirit, those are some themes. We do have the 12th house here. It says introspection. So with this card, I do feel like, again, this brings emphasis to a spiritual connection, because the 12th house deals with things like spiritual exploration and, you know, depth. And I do think that this also has to do with like exploring the unseen and mystical aspects of life together. Your relationship is definitely, again, going to have this emotional depth. I think that you both are going to be attuned to each other's inner world. This house is also associated with introspection. So again, themes from the Hermit and introspection. I just think this is going to contribute to both of your individual growth. Now with the 12th house, I think that your relationship is going to thrive on creating a space where both partners can evolve and grow at their own pace. I do think this is also a relationship where you both are going to be embracing things like vulnerability. I do think this is a relationship that's going to involve open and honest communication. And so, yeah, I do think that this relationship is going to be characterized by things like, again, spiritual depth, having that deep emotional connection, and really having this shared commitment to self-discovery. Now, the next card that we have here is positivity, and it says marigold. So the zodiac sign associated with marigold is Leo. So this could be a sign of yours in your birth chart. This could be the sign of another person, but if not, this could just be the energy at play here. And Leo is very charismatic. They're confident. They have this natural flair for leadership, and they're often expressed like this warm and very outgoing personality. So I do think that this connection is going to be very optimistic. It's going to be bright. It's going to feel very vibrant and joyous. I do think that your relationship is going to have this shared focus on like positive aspects of situations and really creating this environment of having enthusiasm and hope. You both are going to uplift each other in positive ways. I think that you're both going to foster a sense of joy and laughter and like mutual encouragement. I do think that marigold is also associated with things like having vibrant energy. Its color is very vibrant, so your relationship is going to feel very vibrant. It's going to be like this very celebratory atmosphere because marigolds are used in celebrations. So, you know, I think that you all, like you and your relationship, you're going to experience like celebration of shared milestones and achievements and even the simple joys together. Marigolds also symbolize things like friendship. So I do think that your relationship is going to have this strong foundation of friendship, right? So I do feel like there's going to be this focus on creating positive and memorable experiences. I think that this is a very supportive environment. I think that you both will uplift each other, and yeah, the outlook with this is very optimistic. It's very vibrant. It's very celebratory, filled with joy. We also have a dream catcher on here, so it's probably a very dreamy relationship, maybe one that you've always desired. Now, the next card that we have here is spiritual connection, and this one says a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So I do feel like this relationship, again, is very deep. It transcends like so many different things, and maybe there's going to be this shared spiritual connection. So I do think that like spiritual connections, they often involve like being in alignment, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I think that both you and your partner are going to resonate with one another on a very profound level. I think that you both are going to support each other's spiritual growth. I think you're going to create space for, you know, personal exploration and really encourage the development of a deeper connection with maybe the more spiritual dimensions of life. So really creating that soul level bond, if you know what I mean. Now, with this connection, there could be like a sense of like a past life familiarity, or maybe you feel like as if you've known each other in previous lifetimes, and this really contributes to like this profound and timeless bond and connection that you have. I do think that this could even be like a very purposeful reunion. So maybe for some of you, like if you're single, maybe you get back with someone that you used to be in a, you know, connection with, or if you are in a relationship, like I do think that this involves nurturing a very soulful connection, right? This person's probably a part of your soul family. This bond, it feels very soulful, spiritual, and timeless. So very exciting. We do have a divine abundance. And so again, like I keep hearing, like this relationship is going to be very rich. I think that you both are going to have that stability, that support for one another, but like on a like material and financial level as well. I do think that the love within your relationship is going to feel very divine. It's going to feel very abundant. And the next card that we have here is give yourself credit. So this one says, do you shy away from taking credit? Downplay your contributions? Practice doing the opposite. Start writing down your past accomplishments. Pull up your resume, portfolio, or whatever else will jog your memory. Be as objective as possible. Resist the urge to add caveats or to explain away your achievements. Simply state the facts. You can make this process easier for your future self by keeping a running list of all that you've done. Once you've got it all down, read your list. Take a moment to honor your accomplishments. You did all of that, and there's more to come. Wow. You did all of that, and there's more to come. So I think that this is just a reminder, whether you're single, in a relationship, somewhere in between, to give yourself a little bit more credit. Give yourself credit for how far you've come, how much you've grown. And I think that opens the doors for other people to go ahead and acknowledge that too. So, yes. We also have the Apple card here that you chose in the beginning of the reading. I really think that this relationship is going to be filled with knowledge and wisdom. Like, you know how apples can be associated with, like, you bring your teacher a gift, you bring them an apple. So I do think that you're going to learn a lot from this relationship. There's going to be like mutual learning. You both have a lot to share with one another. You both have a lot to teach one another. And so it's going to feel very sweet. Like, it's a very well-rounded relationship. So let's get some Mastery of Love card for you, pile 4. What is pile 4's Mastery of Love card? Ooh, okay. So you got Cultivate Wisdom. Again, very wise relationship. Hermit has to do with wisdom. 12th house has to do with wisdom, introspection, you know, giving yourself credit for how far you've come. That means that you've come in with a lot of experiences. You've been through various different things, and as a result of that, you gain the knowledge and the wisdom to continue to move forward towards your success, especially in this relationship. So cultivate wisdom. Next thing I want to do here is I want to grab some astro dice and get some more information on more of the characteristics of your next or current significant partner. So what do we need to know? Pile 4. We have Scorpio in the 7th house. So the sign of Scorpio is known for its intensity and its depth and its transformation. So when Scorpio is in the 7th house, this could manifest as someone who has a preference for relationships that are very deep, profound, maybe emotionally rich, and potentially even transformative for both people involved. I feel like this person definitely desires for depth and connection. I don't think that they're interested in like superficial or casual relationships. That doesn't feel satisfying to them. They want this really deep, transformative, intimate connection. Now, I feel like this person, either this person or you, have this very magnetic and mysterious quality. And so I think that either this person or you probably has a very alluring presence that attracts others. And there's kind of this element of mystery or depth that others find very intriguing. So I also feel like, okay, because Scorpio is a water sign and water signs are associated with emotions, there could be a high level of like emotional intensity in this relationship. It could be very passionate. You know, I think that you both are going to be very emotionally invested and very deeply connected to each other as partners. Scorpio is associated with things like power and control. So in the context of the 7th house, I don't know if this is like, maybe this person has like a need to control or a desire to understand and navigate like power dynamics within relationships. Yeah, I just feel like personal power, making sure that you each have space created for one another to stand in your personal power, that's going to be huge. Now, I think that this relationship is also going to be very transformative. Scorpio is a sign that can transmute things, it can transform things. So definitely I think that your relationship with this person is going to be a catalyst for growth, for things like self-discovery, maybe shedding old patterns. And I don't know, Scorpio is also a very private sign. So maybe this person is like private or reserved or selective. Maybe it takes time for them to open up and trust and, you know, trust their partners fully. So that's a little bit more about your next or current significant relationship. Thank you so much, pile 4. Please give this video a like if it resonates. Comment below with what pile you chose and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you back on the next video after this. I have a playlist full of pick-a-cards from different topics: money, love, career, self-growth, all of those things. So definitely check it out. I also got a really cool one on like life purpose, vocation, calling, career. Check that out. I uploaded it maybe a couple uploads before this, if not the last. So yes, take care of yourself. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, pile 4. I will see you later. Bye.